Advocates for Michigan's veterans are doing what they can to give back today. Ansley Watson is joining us at a local business, telling us what they're doing for today. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam, and happy Veterans Day. I'm standing in Fat Boys Bar and Grill in Marquette Township, where it's actually owned by a UP veteran. Now today from 8 to 11, they're serving a free breakfast to all veterans who stop by here. And I've heard some of the things on the menu. It's sounding pretty tasty. But later in the hour, we're going to be speaking with a veteran advocate. She's been doing this for over 30 years, and she would like to speak on some of the programs and services that are offered up here to veterans living in the UP. So stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette Township, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks, Ansley. Really appreciate it there. And a great day to honor our vets, of course, Cassie.
Yeah, a little bit of a cool.
Welcome back. Veterans across the country are being honored today. And in the UP, there are some special events taking place. Ansley Watson is at Fat Boys in Marquette Township to tell us what they've got going on. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. Today from 8 to 11, all veterans need to come to Fat Boys because they're going to be getting a delicious free breakfast. To talk more about that with me this morning is Patty Stevens. And Patty, you are actually an advocate for veterans.
Yes, I am. I have been for over 30 years. Member of the American Legion Auxiliary Unit 349 right now in Little Lake. And then I also administer the Facebook page for UP Veterans of Michigan.
Now, how does one become an advocate? I mean, you said over 30 years you've been doing this. Why?
Well, I come from a family of life service veterans. My father was 22 years. My sister, a life veteran, and my brother, both of them in the Air Force, and my brother David in the Army. So, and he just retired about a year and a half ago.
Oh, well, congrats to him. So you said the UP Veterans of Michigan offer a lot of services and programs to veterans. What all does it offer?
Well, we put very unique things on that Facebook page to help veterans with many different things, and sometimes just fun, interesting things. We're hoping later today that we're going to be sharing a Presidential Memorial Certificate, and one just arrived, and we'll be opening that, and I'm going to put on the Facebook page how to get one, but it's actually signed by the Commander-in-Chief for our country, the President of the United States.
Talk about the breakfast that's happening here today.
Oh my goodness, yes. We've got so much good stuff today. We've got this Mexican scrambled eggs that's got a no-bean chili with cheese and onion.
That sounds so good.
Yes, and then we have, you know, if somebody wants just scrambled eggs, just plain, we can accommodate that. And we've got Texas toast and jelly, and we have bacon and sausage and juice, orange juice, and coffee. Seattle's best coffee. And so anyways, really going to have a great time today. And along with the breakfast, any veterans that would like, we teamed up with Gray Walls Golf Course. They're a very strong supporter of veterans as well. And they are offering to give a tour of the golf course, Gray Walls, this next season, 2017, and if somebody hasn't seen it, it's absolutely beautiful. It's amazing.
Well, Patty, we will talk more about that later in the hour. Stay with us. Reporting live in Marquette Township, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Ansley. And Cassie, as for today, maybe not the warmest day to be out. Welcome back. Of course, we want to honor our veterans every day, but today has been set aside to specifically remind us to thank them for their continued service. Ansley Watson joins us now talking about services available for our Michigan veterans. And Ansley, I can actually smell the bacon.
What? Sam, how did you know that? I was just going to say the smell of bacon is in the air. You must have read my mind. This is crazy. We're sitting at Fat Boys Bar and Grill in Marquette Township, and they're giving out a free breakfast to all veterans from 8 to 11 today. So to talk to me more about that this morning is Patty Stevens. And Patty, you're an advocate. You've been an advocate for veterans for many, many years. Good morning.
Good morning to you, and thank you so much for coming, because the veterans here, that Daryl is, that's the owner, he's a disabled veteran, and the store next door, the Easy Stop, is owned by a veteran, two small businesses, and supporting your veterans in that fashion is also great.
Absolutely.
And a nice way to say thank you by stopping and visiting those businesses. So that's wonderful.
Well, earlier we were talking about a great certificate that you had received on behalf of veterans. What is this all about?
Well, now, the Commander-in-Chief, the highest-ranking officer for the military, is our president, President Obama, currently. And they have a program where you can order for any deceased veteran an accommodation, a presidential memorial certificate from any president for a veteran who has passed. So I did order this one, and this one is for my father who passed. And anyways, I just want to show, we're going to put it on the UP Veterans of Michigan website, Facebook page, how to get one of these. And let's see, this is just a form that comes with it. But actually, what you get is the memorial certificate that reads, the United States of America honors the memory of James A. Stevens, Jr. This certificate is awarded by a grateful nation in recognition of devoted and selfless consecration to the service of our country in the armed forces of the United States. And that really is what Veterans Day is all about. It is saying thank you to our veterans in whatever way you can. We're also going to put on the Facebook page the needs for the Jacob Eddy Center. They have needs, and somebody could buy a simple thing like a comb even if they wanted to make a contribution and know that it goes locally. And then there's the Oscar G. Johnson, and that is a federal hospital that actually is delivers medical services, where the Jacob Eddy is a home. And then there's another home in Grand Rapids. And so we will have all of the locations on our Facebook page if anybody knows somebody at one of those and cares to make any contribution.
So there's constant needs to give back to these veterans?
Yes, and the ones that do go to the homes, there's a lot of service organizations that do participate heavily. You know, the American Legion family, really great organization, and they give a lot. And there's so many other ones, Wounded Warriors, Disabled American Veterans. There's just so many, and it's wonderful, all the things that they do. But there are needs all the time at the homes. You know, there's a turnover of veterans that are there and some pass. So, and they're from small things to large things. The last donation that we had done there was almost $4,000 for a blanket warmer. Wow. So, but you know, and there's small things. So whatever anybody wants to contribute, they have a link on there where you can make a donation, know what you're purchasing.
Perfect. Well, Patty, thank you so much for your service and helping our veterans. And then obviously thank you to all of the veterans out there, and happy Veterans Day. Reporting live in Marquette Township, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.